Hello everybody, if you're here. Let me introduce you my new design. Today I will show you the Blockhaus vault. It's a secondary storage base with 7 large boxes, 12 small boxes, 8 drop boxes that you can use as a storage space. It has one unlootable loot room with 4 large boxes inside, and the TC is also unlootable. It's a 2-wall to loot or TC, and one of the wall is sheet metal and the other is stone. So let's go for the base tour. The vault is divided into 2 parts. The first one is directly accessible. It has an airlock, a bed and some storage boxes. Jumping on the triangular floor to get access to the small box deep inside the loot room might be difficult at first, but you get used to it. The second part of the vault is sealed off. You have to suicide to spawn inside. When you're inside, you have access to the rest of the boxes, the TC, and the rear side of the drop boxes that you use for more storage space. Since you can put a lock on them, the drop boxes inside the unlootable loot room are not unlootable. They're only here for more storage. However, thanks to the ceiling and to the half-height triangular floor, the loot room still works for the boxes. If a raider breaks a box, he will access to the stash for a really short time before it falls. Once it falls down, he will have to break the low wall to loot it. The reinforced glass window makes griefing harder. Use the drop boxes to transfer items in and out. Note that I deliberately choose to not use the stability exploit in this video because it might be patched. Feel free to use the one that is still working when you build the vault. You can put an auto turret in your main base facing the entrance of the vault to protect you when you are transferring your items. Here you can see the building cost and the necessary blueprints in the left and the upkeep in the right. Before going to the build, we have to choose a footprint. Each outside wall needs a honeycomb to have the same protection from all the angles. That's why we want to reduce their numbers to reduce the overall costs. Since for a given surface, the circle is the shape with the smallest perimeter, it's the most cost-efficient footprint and we're gonna use it. Here you can see that the other shapes have more outside walls. So for the building, to be safe, I recommend that you start by putting the door and the outside walls. I also recommend that you keep these walls stone to avoid showing signs of wealth which might attract raiders. Keep the walls with 4 drop boxes twig. You will upgrade them after being sure everything you need to place fits. Place the drop boxes from the same side as I did, otherwise they don't fit. Press R to rotate the items to place when needed. Place the drop boxes before the boxes in the unlootable loot room. Put them as close to the opening as possible. Here, it's in the left. If you have problems accessing the lock of the second box, try with that angle. It's not easy, but you can do it. Try making the box closer to the opening if you still can't lock it. Verify that all the boxes are locked and that you and everybody in your clan can loot them before sealing the loot room. Don't place these drop boxes too close to the end of the wall to have space for the other ones. Remember to place that sleeping bag even earlier than I did and before upgrading the floor triangles near it. You want to be sure that you are able to place it. Note that once you finish the building, if you remove that sleeping bag, it will be difficult or impossible to replace it. Don't forget to put the door frames and the triangular floors before placing the drop boxes, otherwise you might have problems like I did. Leave some space between this bed and the entrance, and verify that you are able to get in after placing it. When a Dropbox is full and you put something in it, the item goes to the slot in the other side. Make sure to put a low value item in it before using the Dropbox to prevent putting something in it by mistake later, especially the ones in the honeycombed walls that you can't reach. To finish, I recommend that you exercise building this vault in a build server before you try in the one you play in. So that's it for today. I hope this design will serve you well. It was Xavier, see you for the next video.